Another things that I would like to discuss is about the expectation about the landlord towards the letting agent.
Yep.
Just like many of the frequently asked question is why my tenant have been go through all the reference checks, but how come the tenant didn't pay the rent regularly? So what do you think about it?
We have quite a strict process when it comes to tenancy applications. What some of the owners probably don't know is we don't send every single application that we receive to the owners, because we will actually discount, write off any applications that come in that don't tick all the boxes. As you said, we have a very strict process. We have there's lots of information that we ask tenants for up front before we'll even consider them. One of the big things that we'll do is affordability. The way that we work affordability out,
the first level. This is only the first level.
So for affordability, the way we work it out is whatever their monthly income is, they can afford 35% of their monthly income towards rental. If 35% of their monthly income doesn't cover the rental in a property, it's a no straight away. We can reference check. We use a company called Vouch. So this is a service that we pay for. We pay it ourselves, and they reference check and credit check our tenants before they move into the property. But someone can look absolutely perfect on paper.
Exactly.
Move into a property, and within say 6 months, the circumstances can change.
Yes, exactly.
People could lose the employment.
Job. Yes.
So you can have people who lose their job, people who become unwell. Circumstances can change. So we have, obviously, it's not just people who are in employment. We have people who are on benefits as well. And a lot of the time, people who are on benefits can still afford to rent a property. But their circumstances can change, so their benefit amount can change, or there's a lot of things that we can't control. And one of the biggest things I always say is that we can't force people to pay their rent every month.
Yes.
We just have to put probably the same level of trust that we are asking the landlord to put in us, we have to put that in the tenant. And we have to hope that every month that they pay their rent on time.
Yes.
And we have to hope that they look after the property.
Yes. You're right, absolutely right. That many things that we can't control, all we can do is try our best to ensure at the very first stage that they are okay when they get in the property.
Yeah.
所以就係咯，如果係我哋即係有時候可能係因為真係遠程去投資嘅關係，即係有好多嘅我哋好多嘅期望，可能唔係我哋所咁樣諗嘅話，咁其實我就係建議即係同你哋嘅 letting agents 啦，係即係建立好緊密嘅溝通啦，大家有個信任，咁就唔會即係做啲乜嘢都會覺得係有問題，咁你哋會令到自己加大咗自己嘅壓力。So I think that's it of the things that I think the major things that I would like to ask for you. So do you have any suggestions that to make a good relationship in the landlord and the letting agent? What do you think?
I think communication is just the best.
Yes.
The best thing is just to continue with the communication.
Just to be open and transparent.
Yeah. My team in the office. I may be biased because they're my team, but they're always very helpful.
Yeah.
If there's something that an owner's not sure of, then feel free to drop us an email and we'll get back to them. I think as well sometimes with the communication though is that there's sometimes can be an expectation from owners that we respond straight away. It's not always that easy. We may be sitting in front of the computer, when the email comes in, but we could be dealing with an emergency, so sometimes we won't always get so back on the same day.
Be understanding.
Yeah, if I think probably if we could just have, I suppose it's a bit the same as if we, there's times where we'll email a landlord and not get a response straight away, but we understand that it's because they're busy, they're not in front of the computer or they don't have access to emails or whatever. But I think if we can just have the same courtesy on the other side where we can just be allowed just a little bit of time to respond, or there might be a question that comes through that we don't have an immediate answer to and we're looking into it. And I do always try and say to the team, if you don't have the answer, just go back and say, listen, I'm looking into this for you, however if you can just give me a little bit more time or whatever. But that doesn't always work because again we have a structure and a system in place in the office where things are dealt with according to priority, but every now and again an emergency comes in and everything needs to stop. So everything that was supposed to happen on that day, there's times where that's you know, it's just a no, that has to get put to the side and we have to deal with the immediate emergency that comes in.
There's a lot of things to deal with it. Not just a certain property, a certain landlord.
I think the way we always look at it is a landlord can have one property or 5 properties. That's what they have. They have, say, 5 properties. So their focus is on 5 properties. We manage well over 100 properties. So, and we try and give 100% to every single property that we look after. But sometimes another property that's not part of that owner's 5 properties is a higher priority at the time because something's going on. So
according to incidents, right?
So as much as, even if you only have one property, as an owner, if you have one property, that one property is your main focus. As a letting agency, dealing with over 150 properties, we have 150 problems.
Exactly.
This is huge.
This is huge. I could relate. 所以真係大家都係知道更加清楚少少佢哋嗰個運作啦。咁真係個信任係最緊要係第一樣首要嘅。So thank you, Paula, for the interview today and good sunshine and good of you to share with us. So it's so great to see you in person.
Yeah, you too.
Okay,
thank you for coming.
頭先我本身已經係攬咗 Paula 啦，諗住原來咁頭先又同佢傾偈，跟住我有一個好大嘅感受就係其實點解我哋可以即係做到呢啲咁嘅 remote investing 咧，就係其實真係。因為有呢啲英國佢哋嘅 letting agents， 咁我覺得呢樣嘢係好，我其實我哋應該係 appreciate 即係佢哋嘅 effort， 因為真係唔係俾好多錢嘅啫，香港係冇呢啲服務。So we just talking about I really appreciate all the service of letting agent. So because what enable us to have remote investing is because of all the efforts of you, right? So could you share more about what you've just told me?
Yeah, so what I was basically saying was that the work that goes in
and huge.
Yeah, and a lot of people think that a letting agent is just there to collect rent and report repairs. It's not as simple as that. There's a lot of paperwork involved, a lot of going between owners, tenants, again contractors, same sort of thing, that middleman. But for all of that's involved, I'll keep mentioning about the money. So all of that's involved, there's not a lot of money that's brought in from the letting agency. So for example, if you rent a property and the rent on the property is £400 and the management fee is 10%, we are making £40 on that property per month, but that could be a property where there's lots of things going on in the background, lots of paperwork involved, lots of, there could be repairs being reported, a lot of admin time. So the staff are extremely busy, but when you look at it from an income point of view, there's not a lot. Letting agents don't make a huge amount of money for the amount of work that's involved. So to be in a good position and a successful agency, you need to be managing a lot of properties to actually make it worth your while, because it does a lot involved that goes on in the background that a lot of owners don't see as well. And that's the stuff that keeps the team busy on a day-to-day basis.
Exactly. So 我諗我都係即係好贊成啦，即係其實我哋 landlord 俾嗰個 portion 咧，其實係即係對比佢哋嘅 workload 咧。如果要我哋自己做嘅話，大家如果嚟到英國，如果想自己試下管理自己嘅物業嘅話，你就會知道嗰個難度有幾大咯。咁所以即係我想再錄翻呢樣嘢俾大家睇下，即係知道翻，即係我都好 appreciate 佢哋嘅 effort 嘅。So actually, we have to say goodbye again because I hope we don't have another ad hoc topic and hug again. So we hug again. All right.
Bye.
Thank you.